welcome back to another HNL Tonight show with your co-host directly for the beautiful country of Thailand, called FRENCHY. And we have to go all the way to find a co-host tonight from Toronto, Ontario, Mr. ENORTAP is in the house tonight. Here we go, Mr. ENORTAP. How you doing, Mr.?
Doing well. Thank you.
This song just fire up us, everybody, and then I can't wait. I can see everybody dancing right now
That's
at home,
it.
Mr. ENORTAP. The people in the house, like the dog bark right now. So what the heck is going on with him? But listen, we have a great show tonight. We are back together. Glad to having you aboard for another great
Likewise.
HNLT
Thank you.
Tonight show. Is going to be hockey is back. This is the first, the headlines of the night tonight, Mr. ENORTAP. The hockey is back. The game number one of the NHL is done. The Nashville Predator beat the San Jose Sharks by the score of 4-1. And I'm 1-1, Mr. ENORTAP, on my prediction on my head. And I make it right now. So I think it will be my last pick of the season. So I'll be finished with a perfect score of 1-1 for the season. And it looked like Sherwood was the star of the game yesterday against San Jose Sharks, where I believe it's going to be a long season for the little Sharky over there. Unfortunately, I don't know if you saw the game or some highlights of the game, but again, a very quiet night for Roman Ozzy. But Matt Shine have a goal and then Reno Wilson an assist. But we can go all the way that way. But great performance of Nashville Predator. They're going to play again tomorrow. One more game before they return in North America. And all the games start Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, Tuesday, the October 11. We have two games on the program. And then the 12, Montreal, Toronto play together. Whatsoever happening, Mr. ENORTAP. Toronto is play right now. We are after 40 minutes at the
2-2.
Little Caesar Plaza, whatever they call it, the Little Caesar Rink Arena in downtown Detroit. It's 2-2 after 40 minutes. Portozzi, Soberblom score, and then for the Toronto, Ramus Sandin, they just scored his first goal with the team, his first game. And then we have Abruzes score for them. So that's what we have, Mr. ENORTAP. If you want to look more, we have 6-1, Mr. ENORTAP, the Pittsburgh over the Buffalo Sabres at this moment. And then the Nashville, like I said, they beat, it was Tovanen and Nino Niederreiter just got one over there. So that's what we got so far, Mr. ENORTAP. But before we start, we want to welcome everybody in the house. And why not to welcome at the beginning, Mr. KLS is in the house, Mr. ENORTAP.
Welcome. Welcome aboard.
The number one Detroit Red Wings fans and the North Carolina or the Carolina Hurricane. We have James Bond. We are secretly shaker right now for the next couple hours with Vinny James 007 is in the house tonight.
007, welcome.
And we have the Colorado Avalanche fans. Mr. Matthew SLATER is in the house tonight, directly from Denver downtown. Everything is big over there, but he knows that he is a big fan of the New Jersey Devils. He's in the house, Mr. Joseph Laham, directly from Texas, Houston area, Mr. ENORTAP.
Welcome, Joseph.
Talking about the Devils, it's going to be Monday night. We have some woo for the Devils. Hockey Bar is going to be with us Monday night, Mr. ENORTAP. Dan Wallace for the Minnesota Wild Sunday night is going to be with us. And then we have an amazing, great show Tuesday. This is the show of the year. Honestly, this is great. You can realize how the Hockey Nation Live show is growing. 9 o'clock p.m., we have the ESPN Bill Mesler is going to be with us with Kevin Francis for Ottawa Senators. So both of them are going to talk about the Eastern Conference. And then following, we kick them out at 10 o'clock. So, you have to go. You have to go because now we have the ESPN from Toronto, ENORTAP, the ESPN from California, we have Michael Devillano. We're going to have ESPN from Ottawa, Mr. Marco Larabie. I'm going to have ESPN, possibly Mr. Randy Walkman is going to join all together, Mr. Nortap, at the same time from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. This is going to be the show at the don't miss it because we're going to do some kind of prediction for the year. We have a special contest, Mr. Nortap, that evening, so I can wait and everybody can participate. But the contest is going to be until July 2023. Hopefully, everybody not going to pass away until that time, so be sure we win. But until then, Mr. Nortap, that's what's happening next week. Are you excited?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if we'll be able to get in any words. Too many people like to talk, you know.
The key is to be sure Marco don't talk. Yeah. Because if Marco start to talk, it's going to be a long time before we have a reply. But will be interesting. I have to maybe ask Danny, make some kind of like a referee to tell everybody, you know, take your time and everybody will be on the clock. Possibly something we have to figure out. But the screen is going to be full, Mr. Nortap.
You're going to have to put a little stopwatch on the screen.
Yeah, everybody have a clock of that one over there. But a show without him because a big fan of the Boston Bruins, Mr. Nortap, Stu Pirazzo. Welcome aboard. Stu is back in the house. Here you go, the moderator of the Hockey National Show, the number one trompetist of the Hockey National Show, Mr. Nortap. I'm talking about who? Yes, you know that. I'm talking about Luciano Graziano. Welcome aboard, Mr. Luciano Graziano.
Luciano.
What's the matter with you?
Well, he's a guy who works 7 days, Mr. Nortap, about the trompetist. He don't stop. I don't know. A lot of people sleep with the phone. He maybe sleep with the trumpet. We don't know yet about this. Talking about the trumpet, we're not talking about the captain, the skipper of all the moderator of the Hockey National Show. Back in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Danny T! Let's go, my friend. Let's start some step forward. Let's do it. Thank you, Benny. And make you 360 flip over the table. Oh, he's on fire, Mr. Nortap. It's Friday night at Orleans, Ontario, and I know right now he is ready to hit. He's already did it anyway. He hit all the shrimp, so it's a kind of exercise. This is a kind of Zumba dancing. Roger, Mr. Danny does all the time. You have that, you know, the Latino people do a Zumba fitness, right? But he preferred the country Zumba dancing. And that's what he does, Danny and Roger. Roger, he goes sometime, only 2 times per week. So me, that's enough. I have to work at 2 a.m. in the morning. I have to do my tour, so I cannot go there every morning. But Danny is another expert on the dancing Zumba country song, Mr. Nortap. So I just want to share with you. Well, we have a lot of talent inside that house, Mr. Nortap. We cannot, you know, be more happy to have all those talent inside the house. But the Shark is back with high HD. Welcome back, Mr. Sharks is in the house tonight. And that's what we got so far. Oh, we now have a show right now. The New York Calendars, the number one fans, TH. Good evening, TH. We'll have to hear some update about the Mr. Nortap, about the New York Calendars. I would like to be curious what he's thinking about his team for upcoming season. And possibly, guys, he has maybe one of the best defensemen, top 20 in the future. Is called Noah Thompson. And I would like to be curious to hear about him, about the contract and Matthew Barzell. Definitely, I would love to hear about him. But, you know, we have the moderator of the Utah, Mr. Ron Whitkings. Welcome back.
Run. How's it going, Ron?
Back in the house, Ron, with the Kings, where is expect a lot of good year over there for the King of the Pacific Division. About this one over there. Try to see either. Please on your fantasy. I have not vote on my trade. Please go. Vote, please. I go 1 time per week, per day, Vinny. So if you did or after I did it, I definitely said no to your trade, but we'll see happening about this. But I got like, you know, I got a proposal for someone. King of Gamer. He was pretty good, but I did not change my point. I think he won Rumi Houzi, and he gave
Coach.
me Malkin and Samuel Girard or someone else. So no, no,
You have
no.
to think outside the box, Coach. You gotta
We have to take a
be
little
more
bit longer. Here
flexible.
we go, Mr. Eagle. Frank 86 is in the house. Directly from Sarasota.
Welcome, Eagle. Long time no see.
You just want to give us some update. Glad to hear you, my friend. You got the power back a few days ago, devastating damage, but more important, the family. And, okay, things can be fixed, but life is more important. Eric and Yan, you're absolutely right about this, Eagle, and we wish the best for all the people in this area from the West Coast, Naples,
Absolutely.
and San Marco, and Fort Myers, all the way up. And you think about this, like Daytona, have some really damage, of course, over there with water. So it was a really devastating power hurricane. Four, but the water was the biggest problem. I've been with Katrina. It was really the wind over there, but that one it was more about the power, the water, the yan. So not an easy time. The people,
Never
I've
is.
been there for 12 of them, and my first one was George. 1998 and the Mississippi, Mr. Notap. Talk about a rookie guy on the hurricane. I did everything what is all wrong to be on safety on the hurricane. So, but I
You
learned.
probably went to the gym. You
It
probably
was
went to the
terrible. It
gym.
was terrible, Mr. Notap. I didn't understand. I have
It
two
is. It
French
is.
Canadians play football on the beach, throw ball, and then they are nobody around. So we didn't understand what's going on. But yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. But
Yeah.
it's a memory to always remember.
Sure.
And but it was scary.
But our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that
Yeah, and then the same
suffered
thing for the people in
damage.
Newfoundland a couple of days ago, of course, over there. So hopefully everything will be better and fine. Sam Wall, channel interview Bryce Hamilton a few weeks ago. Good podcast. Yeah, Bryce Salvatore, I think he's involved with the hockey company about produce some kind of the things where you can go around with, like we make hockey drills, some stuff like that. Mr. Notap, I believe Bryce Salvador
Mhm.
does this, and Bryce does the play-by-play everything. He's involved with the hockey over there for the Devils. So we're better interesting. We're going to start with Sam. Maybe one day we'll get a Salvi. Who knows? Joseph. We'll be interesting to see that at some point. Thanks for the kind of worship. Right? You work, Coach. You're welcome, my friend. You're absolutely right about this. We really appreciate again you stop by, and we wish you the best to come. We wish he's a big fan of the New York Jets, Mr. Natap. Anyhow,
Tampa Bay.
Coach, I keep forgetting to mention this for you, but I will plan to win anything related to the lenders. I live on two guys, one been Steven Rosner of the New York. Talking about this, Mr. Natap, um, I have yes, TH, but it's not him. I have a guy called Frank Melsner, I believe his last name. Well, I can screw his last name right
Meltzer,
now.
yes.
Anyhow, he does Islanders, and he just got Randy Walkman a couple of days ago, and the connection
Yeah.
came to me now. So I'm going to have someone follow the New York Islanders, Mr. Natab, the next couple of weeks,
Oh,
and
that's
will be
fantastic.
fun to have him. And then I have another one, Doug Norris, another guys. When you talk about Liam McGuire, he's another one does the same kind of historian about hockey, but him is all about the goalies. Like he knows, he make all the kind of Twitter. If you go on Twitter, look for Doug Norris. He live in Denver, Colorado, and it looked like he know me because I coached in Colorado, and he coached at the same time, but I cannot remember. Anyhow, he's coming maybe at the end of the month, Mr. Natap. We bring some great people,
That's
Mr.
great.
Natap. So I'm very excited about this, and then we try to create some kind of the new one.
Diversifying. That's great.
And I know it's never said die a podcast DJ at Granby about them over there. That'd be interesting. We can definitely looking for them. Where Michael Divino is in the house, and we got 8 year 15 too much. All
Hey,
right,
Michael.
number, Mr. Natap.
They did the right thing. Now that trade's looking better for Calgary now.
So far, yes, I agree with you about this. Sometimes the trade you realize when the team go all the way at the end, but so far you're absolute about this one. And Mr. Luc Lafortune in the house, Mr. Natap.
Luke.
From
How's it
Lance
going?
Gardien dans la belle province de Québec. He's wearing his country hat. Hee-haw. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show. Sad news. We just heard from Michael Devlano, RIP Dave Dryden, brother of Ken Dryden. Mr. Dave Dryden
Sorry to
was
hear
the
that.
goaltender in NHL. So did not know that. Thanks for sharing with us, Michael Devlano, about this one. William McClary is in the house.
Hey, William, how's it going?
Here we go, Mr. Notap. Alan Vaillancourt, Irene Vaillancourt, and the mother-in-law all together are in the house tonight, Mr. Notap. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes.
Welcome, Alan.
Surprise Barzell got the cash. He still need a top-tier offensive guy to play with from Michael Devlano about Mathieu Barzell. Got $9 million. As for your circles, I think we are very middle of the pack team. Talent-wise, we are worse, but Sorokin will carry on around a 500 record. That's come from TH. Thanks so much for sharing with that. And Mr. Robin Allen, Mr. Natap, is in the house tonight.
How's it going, Robert?
Robert is a great collaborator of all the video we create every single day. He makes some comments all the time, so we really appreciate it. But it's a no deal or it's a deal, but we have the real deals. That's the most important thing. So we call him sometimes the prim. And we go. He's in the house, Mr. ENORTAP.
Welcome, real.
For Hurricane, this one was the worst one under the ice wall for 10 hours. I think that one, Mr. Type, it was during the day, so it was not too bad. But again, when I said that, not too bad, like not the damage. But when you see an hurricane, the evening versus an hurricane during the day is completely different at all. Because first of all, as a rookie, they told you don't put your nose in the window. The first thing you do, you put your nose in the window. You want to see what's going on around around. But the evening, Mr. Natap, or when you lose the power, the noise of the winds, it's blow your mind and blow your ear for about 10, 12 hours, you just said. So it's no stop. And it's always everything. And then you get a big bump, a big noise somewhere, roof or power just explodes, everything like that. And you hear something smash left and right, everything like that. But if you have the window in front of you, imagine you have the window in front of you, right? And then now this happening the evening, and then it's going dark. When you build a house, you remember that the black piece that you put around the house, like a back plate. I don't know the name of this one there, but it's exactly put that piece over the window. Yeah. You cannot see nothing. You cannot see nothing. It's completely black, and then you hear noise all the time. George was scary because he was my first one. George, I think, was 2 higher. But I got a lot where it's 4. And when you go over 3, that's where you should go out and move. But I did not. That's stupid I am. But I did 4 and 5. Katrina 5 was the power, the biggest thing I never seen in my life. It was like amazingly amazing. But that's an hurricane anyway.
It's scary. So, it's scary.
Yeah, this is something you don't take a chance. If you can, you get out. Nashville look great at the first game. Matt Shine keep a scoring goal. You're absolutely right about this, Alan. I agree with you, and I really appreciate it. So that's what's happening about this. Then we have Renault. Welcome aboard, Renault. We missed Renault the last couple of days.
Hey,
less than 3 days until the final roster are due, and the Siege would be at 58 million on the forward group with Monahan and Drouin. How did they reduce the cap hit number? I don't know where he got his $58 million, Mr. Notap.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that Cap Friendly has put the LTIRs up yet.
Not at all. I think if you talk about the $58 million, I think he talk about the forward. Because the forward right now, Mr. Notap, is at 45.9, and then you're missing the $10 million of Drouin and Monahan. It's $12 million. So that's exactly where he's coming from, the $58 million. So what happening, Mr. Renault? The Montreal is at 92.7 right now. So you have 10,000. We're going to add the 3.4 of Baron. That's going about $14 million. So the money of Drouin and Monahan does not, they just go under, and the Montreal are good about this one over there. Then it's not including Joel Edmondson, where Edmondson is at 3.5. That's not including Joel Armia, where it's at 3.4. That's giving now a total of $7.3 million. You can add on that total, Mr. Notap.
Yeah, sounds right.
So they are fine about the salary cap, honestly. We can see that. Stu, do you know what is more disruptive than a hurricane when the calendar changed to April for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mr. ENORTAP?
Stu.
Sorry again?
No.
But first of all, I was looking for that one. That's always I did not stop Mr. ENORTAP. We need to lock Stu for a couple of minutes, Mr. ENORTAP, because he did not put the letter Q in front of the question. But he will say, oh, it wasn't a question. It was, do you know what is more? So I can understand his point of view about this one with that. Anyhow, as for the Brunson contract, I think it's fair. He is the best offensive player on the team in terms of skill. Playing on the defense first system, lack of quality of linesman, drop his production down. My question to you, Mr. ENORTAP, this is a big. If Barzell got 9.2, how much Caulfield can get if he scored 30 goals plus?
That's exactly right. I thought it was a little bit too much. And
because in NHL, you always compare your contract, right? You compare to someone that this good.
Yeah, it doesn't set a good precedence for sure.
Philippe Forsberg looked like somebody from a barber shop quartet with his mustache. Yeah, it's funny you talk about this. Sharks, you have I don't know, NHL. I watch so many things, so I see you have a beautiful wife, by the way. That's another subject for the time. And they have an interview at home, a beautiful house. Oh, it was behind the glass, I believe, on the NHL Network, where they talk about the Nashville before they leave home to go to Sweden, and they go to Switzerland, everything like that for the trip. And we saw the head coach, Heinz, everything, and then they talk about Forsberg, interview him with his wife, and he talk about his mustache, how he prepares his mustache to be perfectly turned, everything like that. And yeah, but I'm not going to go through this too much about this, but that's what happening about this one over there. And Bryce, he's in the house, Mr.
Hey, Bryce. Welcome aboard, Bryce.
And he's back in the house, Mr. ENORTAP. He was the bud. He was the monkey. But now he is really the pocket monkey. That's the most important thing. Puck the monkey, welcome back in the house tonight.
Welcome, Puck.
Puck, it was with Flying Flutie this week. I saw the interview with him. The guys, he brings some great nuggets over there. I need a good trade for him. Here we go. Puck talk about trade right now. And the fantasy is another one. You have to watch him for Vinny Jen 007. Watch Puck Monkey is another sharks inside of fantasy hockey. Just be careful about this one today. Denis Rodrigue, welcome aboard. Denis Rodrigue. Salut mon homme. Merci d'être avec nous.
Salut, Denis.
He asked you about Matthew 70 goal.
No, not this year.
It's funny because I'm coming with 5 or 7 players, Mr. ENORTAP, with really difficult number. If I said to you, I believe Matthew was 57.5, under or over?
I say slightly under.
See, that's not easy one, right?
Yeah.
McKinnon,
70.
McKinnon, 36 goal. Under 36.5, I'm sorry. Under or over?
36. I'm going to say over.
How many times he did it?
None. That's why now he'll do it.
Phil
38.
Kessel, 17.5.
Over.
Connor McDavid, I think it was 42.5 or 44.5. Let's go with 44.5.
Over.
Over. All right.
I'm biased. I have him in my pool.
Well, you can it was just a practice, Mr. Notap.
That's okay. I'm ready for it.
Marco Larrabee is in the house. With Amir out, they don't need to waive a forward. You're absolutely right about this, Marco. That's why my prediction is getting better and better. Jeffrey Coury is in the house. Welcome back, Jeffrey. Long time, my friend.
Going, Jeffrey?
Glad to see you around. Hockey is back. The people are back, Mr. Notap. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like tonight. Maybe Manor, Kachuk, and a center for Back to Monkey. And Notap, week 3 offer from Dylan all the way, Marco said.
I don't think so. But
and we have the go all the way, Mr. Notap. Roger is back in the house.
How's it going, Roger?
I'm currently making another video, Bucket Monkey. Awesome. Keep up with your great works, Mr. Bucket Monkey. I personally think Barzil will score more just by lane of fully opening the same up. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm fairly confident if Barzil was a free agent, he would get that kind of money from others. It would be close, yes. TH. The reason I was thinking about, because I was thinking at the same time you said lane lumber, I definitely did believe they're going to have a new system, a new area. There will be more on the or more offense compared what he did with Barry Trotz TH. Renault, Saint Barzell only score 20 plus goal. Ons is overpaid now.
Oh, he's more of a setup man. You can't just look at the goals. That's not what the contract's about.
It's not a question is overpay. I think because he's the player franchise of that team, right? And now they get him for $8 million, 8 years. I think for me is going to be fine if he continues to produce the way he did. But it's a lot of money when a player never reached over 63 points in NHL, and his base is decreasing his number of point every single year. So he will have to return at least over 75 points to 80 points. And those players, I was curious because I did not do it, but I was thinking how many players win $9 million per year, and they make how many of them they never reach 80 points, and I'm sure they have not many.
No, that's very true. Yeah,
I'm talking 9. I don't talking about 8. I'm talking about 9. So at the beginning, it could be an overpay. At long term, we'll see how he's going to go that one. Yeah. Could ask her for 20 like a Western Matthew at a coach should ask her no, Renault, not allowed. Because after that, and the next year, you're going to come back, said to us, see, we pay him too much, like you said about Carey Price. So we cannot do that direction. Basel, $9 million lost his mind from Luc Lafortune. And then Roger said under for Matthews. Should the ad pick up another goalie, only NHL team with only 3 goalie under system?
I think they're sort of there's indications that might happen on the waivers. They don't seem to be too happy right now with Monty's playing, and they looked at Primo a little bit closer and figured he's going to be going down. So it's not. I wouldn't discount it.
Definitely, I put on my. I think under myself because I just produced a video. I just talked about Martin Saint Louis. I mentioned this, Marco. They have a reason behind they put Primo over there, and I said to him, they're going to. I explained to him they're going to get a goalie on the waiver list. They're going to waive Montembeault. They're going to send Primo over there. If I was Montreal Canadiens, worst case, I would sign a contract to 2 ways at Kevin Poulin. And when I do this, if the second backup, whatever it is, okay, be careful. And I'm Ducks, guys, have a goaltender, have to put on the waiver. Let me verify this to be sure. But I heard this morning. And they have Gibson, Stolarz, right?
Stollards, yeah.
But remember this goaltender? Lucas Tastal. I believe he had to go through the waiver to get out of the Anaheim Ducks, Mr. Nortap, to return and the American Hockey League. 22 years old. I could be wrong here, but the name picked up this morning. So if he get the job, now they have to put Stollarz on the waiver list, Mr. Nortap.
Wow.
So that's
interesting to see where it goes.
Yes, exactly. So it'll be very interesting to see that when Montreal could pick up a goaltender over there. Now, Kevin Poulin, why you do that? Because, like everybody said, you need almost like a 3 goaltender now in NHL, Mr. Nortap, for many reasons, right? And then what you do with Primo, you tell to the kid, hey, we're not going to call you up this year. You're not going to put your butt on the bench to watching Jake Allen. You're going to be at Laval. You're going to get 55, 65 game this year and prove to everybody you all become the best goaltender in American Hockey League. And that would be my mission for the Montreal Canadiens if I was with them. And that would be my point of view, Mr. Nortap.
Agreed, yeah.
Mr. Nortap said, Robinson was smart to sign only 4 years, then he can ask for 20 million AAV.
Well, yeah, it does work in his favor, but I think they did it more for cap purposes at this point. I think it was a good deal for Robertson. It was a good deal for the team.
First of all, I would turn around this way.
But he's not an RFA yet. Even at the end of the 4 years, I don't believe he is.
He's RFA again. At the end.
I should check. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the reason he did that. Yep, he is. So here's the point, Renault. He's not get 20 million, but is over $30 million. That's the first thing. Secondly, Renault, he requests 8 years. It's the Dallas Stars said, look, we don't give you 8 years. Forget about this. We cannot do this. So it's not like Robinson accept to do it. And I predict last week, Mr. Nortap, we make a joke, but I said he's going to sign a contract 4 or 6 years with them and before Friday. And the reason why, because I heard it. Secondly, I would say to you, the reason behind this is because that's why the reason he did a 4 year, not 6 year, because he become an RFA. So, excuse me about that. So that's the reason it's a win-win, because his next contract at 26, 27, he start at $8.5 million, Mr. Nortap.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
Yeah, it benefits him for sure.
Bagmonkey asks you if you want to make a trade. Trey Marco, just one.
Make an offer. Make an offer.
Other ad bringing Keith. No, not allowed. He was he was not claimed by anybody yesterday, Renault.
Don't do that.
About this one over there.
Rather have Hammond.
Yep. Not a problem. Randy, it's all good, my friend. It's all good.
Hey,
Mr.
Randy.
Roger Delaney.
How's it going, Roger the Master?
Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. And I hope you are right, Coach. Need to play more 2020 style hockey. Also, one looking at the Bar's number. It's hard to look and do because he's playing and stem, keep clamp out of the one offensive game. Yes. My only concern about the age, I always said to you, was his productivity on the power play with only 2 goals and over 123 games, some 29 games during that span of the game he got. Now he have 19 assists. I understand that point, that the assists are there, but he need to produce more goal overall. But yes, you're absolutely right. They remind me, Mr. Nortap, why Montreal never have 80-point scorer, because we always been a team with no offensive mindset was really defensive with Carey Price, and then it was really like the Islanders right now that are playing. So for me, I think you're going to see more players in Montreal the next couple of years have a better season over 80 points. It's coming very soon because they use really a system about transition, like I explained in my video. So that would be the reason I believe about this update from Jeffrey, Mr. ENORTAP. I was in Japan for 3 months. It's such a strict culture, so I'm in Taiwan now. There we go. Jeffrey, awesome.
Interesting.
He's my neighbor. I'm in Thailand, Jeffrey, so he wave to me. I'm right there. I'm going to go on the balcony in a minute. I will wave back to you. Jeffrey, I have a quick question, Mr. ENORTAP. Who was the best value thing this year?
That's a good question. Well, I like the one today, the Uyghur one. I thought that was a very good payoff for him, and it was a reasonable amount too. For 8 years, it keeps him in Calgary. I think it was 32 million in total for the 8 years.
No, it's a 40, 50, no, over a little bit lower at 52. It's 51 something.
Yeah, it was 5 point something per
6.25
per year.
Yeah.
Okay. Still good. Still good.
Yeah, for me it would be John Klingberg. Only 7 years for 1 year. $7 million for 1 year. The quality of this guy should be about over $8 million. How they pay the defenseman now. So that's for me is a great deal. And the reason I said that, Mr. ENORTAP, with what Jeffrey asked me this question,
trade him.
They're going to trade him at the trade deadline. You're going to get some asset in return.
Yeah,
it's a really smart move for Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
So that's a good one about this one. There. The goalie list is not very strong, Randy said. Yes, Marco Stolarz. Maybe this is optimistic thinking on my part, but the 100% game I've been pretty out for all the players. Maybe they all play bad because the same Stolarz fan the threat system. Chemistry could be a good one. TH over there, and I agree with you about this. But again, exhibition game, some team are starting, great, and then when the season starts, they're going down where they are supposed to be. I like the fact he said 500. If you have to give us a projection about the New York Canadiens, Mr. ENORTAP, what it would be?
In terms of where I think they'll finish?
Yes.
I still believe they have a shot at the wild card. I know perhaps not many will agree with that, but I just think that last year a lot of things went wrong for them, especially at the beginning of the year. A lot of games on the road. They got hit with COVID. I know other teams did as well, but they had like a continual line of players that got injured. So if you look at the second half of the season, they made a bit of a run, and they came close, but at the end they didn't have enough gas in the tank. I think defensively and in net they'll be very sound. I think the defense is a little bit nastier as well, especially now that they've added Romanov to the equation. Question is, who's going to help out Barzal? You're going to need great years out of some of their other wingers there, Lee and a few others, just to stay par with the scoring, because you can't keep playing games and not getting goals at the pace that they are doing or were doing.
Yeah, absolutely about this. Would be interesting for me. I would give them about 88 points for upcoming year. That would be the max I would give to them. And then I would like to be going to have this
playoffs.
I'm sorry again.
88 points won't get them in the playoffs, though.
No, they're not going to make the playoff. No, they're not going to make the playoff for me. It was at the same draft as Jacob Sharek, 20 and there's a draft pick, I believe. My point to you, I was said to Coach Devil, I also 3 goalies. Randy, yes, I was going to ask you this question for maybe for Joseph. I don't know if Joseph is still there, or maybe some of you knows. Jonathan Bernier is his back or not?
I don't think so.
I heard
I
like
think
he
he's
was
still.
supposed to be back now. I heard like he was ready, but I could be wrong here. This question will be
Yeah,
asked Sam Wu next week for sure, because that gave them a possibility. Montreal could get him on the waiver if they put him on the waiver, Mr. Notap. So there'll be someone you have to follow up for sure. And
right. Right now, he's still listed on their IR
yeah,
list.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
yeah, that's normal. Because the Monday is the final roster of everybody. So that's something we have to follow up. And you're going to get the Carolina Hurricane have a lot of defensemen. Um, if you want to add something over there, so Jeffrey said Leave have 1.5 goalies. Randy, they don't have the be strong, just need depth, or they can leave Primo Laval. That's a great point about this. Ab need a call Ab goalie. That is not Primo. Got it. Apparently, Jekai on leaving free, and the DJ Smith had have not have a sheriff on the team. St. George Larac. Robert Allen said about this one over there. Randy talk about Jonathan Bernier. There's a goalie from the them. Also have Da and yeah, Nicolas Da Marco is not on the wave is except waiver exempt.
exempt wave.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Buffalo
Yeah.
has many goalie. No, yes, look, but they are not on the waiver. So Portillo, Lucanen, and Devon Levi, but they are not be on the waiver. Oh
Levi
yeah, I
would be
don't
nice.
agree. I'm not expecting Bezzy to ever be an electrical star, but he should be more 2 power to go and 15 goal last year. Yep, I agree with you about this.
Yeah,
Never mind, Jonathan
not
Bernier
a
is
great
on the
year.
ER. Yeah, we know he is still there, but you talk about the fact he was to be out. So, or what I heard, possibly Bernier was back on the ice, but that's not give us an idea. Luke said about Robinson. Roger said, well, with all the danger of the ab over the preseason, pourquoi all the injury for the ab over the preseason?
I think that's common to many teams right now. This particular season so far, preseason, we've seen a lot of good players go down. Um, some hadn't recovered yet from last year with regards to Montreal, and I don't know. I look at the Armia situation. I know they have to go through a physical, but I can't help but think there's a little bit more to that in terms of helping to clear the cap, and they weren't
No, not at all.
overly
They cannot do that.
pleased. Well, some things are hard to prove, even medically.
They cannot do that. Like the guy got hurt during the game, so when he got hurt, so now you're going
Well,
to be a lot of people still having him going to helping the team. Like, you know what I mean? Like I, if you're a hockey player, you want to play hockey. I did not sign my contract to be at a long term injury reserve, buddy. I want to play hockey. So for me, I would disagree with that part over there. Yeah, no team to go around about this one over there. So now, Paul Biron is another exception, but I'm talking about Joel Armia or Hoffman or whatever is going to get there. I would say to you, it's just normal during exhibition game. They are most of them day to day. So if the season starts tomorrow, Zuski will be back in the lineup. Devar will be back, and Hoffman will be back. It's just like a precaution. And honestly, I think they don't need them at the last game. So I don't know they already put them out of the game yet or the for the tomorrow. But for me, all the name I just mentioned to you, other effect will be Armia and Animal. We don't know. They're going to be reevaluate Monday. I don't I expect everybody back on the lineup Monday, next Thursday. And well, of course, Edmondson, nobody knows exactly the key of the Edmondson on top is the longevity of his injury.
yeah, it's a back injury, and I'm telling you, you can make it as long as or as short as you want.
But you don't know with him,
I,
right?
I
So
did.
it's a something. It's a repeat injury, so we don't know how long he would be
Well,
out.
yeah, last year when he had the injury, I know there was also the passing away dad at some point, but his injury was the back. And you remember initially it was 2 to 3 weeks, then it became 6 weeks, and then he was pretty much gone until the new year.
Yep.
It's just
He
hard.
was
It's
back
hard to
March 12th.
analyze. Yeah.
Question: if Slav has 240 pounds too heavy for the initial speed style?
No, not at all. I think most of that extra weight he put on is all muscular. It's a lot of it is upper body. He carries well. He skates very well. I don't think it slows him down at all. He just has to adapt to the speed of the game, and we've been seeing improvement in his play every single time that he's gone on. So I'm not worried with Slafkovsky.
What is the weight of Ovechkin? 237. Under, over, or exact?
Exact.
You missed 1 pound, but 236.
Okay. Okay.
But my point to you is like if Ovechkin is at 236, Slafkovsky is fine at 239.
Yeah.
It's not end of the world. Marco said, I don't see the make it. Zorokin will get them close. Bernier is on the ER. Yeah. Shock said, where Picarine is in the crowd and brag.
I don't know. I didn't see it, so
Possibly,
sure if he was there.
Possibly is there. We know now works with the team, and possibly is on the on this job over there with us. I would not be surprised is around, but I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't watch the game, honestly. Joseph Lamb said Bernier back by Thanksgiving, Mr. ENORTAP.
Which Thanksgiving? Not the Canadian one. That's
yeah,
for sure.
So it'd be more like November. Bernier would be a third. Would be there for the season. Not sure
At
if you
some
are
point.
discussed yet, but we should add claim Costin. No.
Agreed.
What?
I agree
Agree with me or agree with him?
with you.
Yeah. We don't. We
Think it's
cannot.
not
We
needed.
cannot pick any forward. We don't have no room. Yeah, I mean, right? We don't have no
Space in
room.
there.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think over there they have a good couple of players was out yesterday. John Mark is another one. What surprised me it was Martinook for the Carolina Hurricane was on the PDL on the waiver, Mr. Nata. 2 players, I believe some players can pick it up about this. We have too many 4 line anyway. The amount the cap goes up, it would be good for the original 6 for Luc. About this, Robinson played 3 seasons on his rookie contract. He signed now 4 years for 7 seasons. Pro Howcast is not a UFA. Because his age, Renault, and then sometimes depend how many games he play on his first year of his contract. So, and then when he finished his contract, what is the age? Is it over 26 or 27? That will be something I will have to follow up with him.
I thought it was 26, but
I'm sorry again?
I thought it was 26, but check
Yeah.
since you have it there.
Yep. Here's what happening, Mr. Notap, and I knew that. So his first year, all right, he played only 3 games in NHL. So it does not count as a year
Towards,
full with the Dallas Stars. So year number, like he's only played 2 years in NHL.
Yeah.
Whatsoever
makes
is
sense.
ELC is over. That's not give him enough opportunity to reach that UF3 at the end. So he have 1 more year on the RFA, Mr. Nata. That's the reason behind. I knew he have something behind that.
Makes sense.
All right. That's what we do here, Mr. Nata. We produce.
Confirm.
We want to be
Receipts.
sure we're doing the right things. Coach, some evening get in our tap introduce us to some of the player and his portrait here there behind on the wall. That will be interesting about this one
Each
over
one
there.
has a history, Robert. Each one.
Yeah, you should make a video about this and tell us everything about what you have
Hmm.
behind. You know,
Sure.
that would be better to my background. Comme I said earlier, the roster is not great, but they do have a good defense core and outstanding goalie. And Brooks again, they will carry them in the game, but I don't think they are enough player team. I love
Yeah.
those fans are really sick, Mr. ENORTAP. I like that.
Yeah,
The
I
one,
agree.
the other
I
one,
agree.
uh, that's what we are. Mr. Kevin at TB is in the house tonight.
Hey, Kevin.
Kevin, we do, but we love hockey in general just as much. I
Little
was straight
sarcasm
to
there.
that. I was going to say 230-68. Yeah, absolute about this one over there. We should be Anderson. Renault. Should Anderson get suspended for his 4-minute penalty last night?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
We should give 2 minutes to Souza, but that's
Uh,
subject.
For embellishment.
Shaq have a third goalie, but it's not better que the have goalie. They'll yeah, absolute about this, Randy.
That's
For what
okay.
they have. And
We don't need strong goaltending.
Yep. So that's what we got. Not embarrassing again, by the way. That won't be competition next couple of seasons. Good trolling that. Joseph, welcome in the house. Imagine this Coley, Jack I, Mayo on defense. Who is going to want to play against us? Coach of Ottawa will certainly have a nightmare for Joseph. Talk about DJ Smith when he comments. We need to take care about. We're going to take care about the Montreal if they want to play that way over there.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. I think our future, if they develop properly on defense, is going to be solid for many, many years to come.
Merci beaucoup. Thanks so much, Jordan D. Daigle, another subscriber de Hockey National Show. Merci, mon Jordan.
Bienvenue, Jordan.
Thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes, and we thanks everybody to be a part of the show tonight. Pierre Martin, salut, coach, and top. Go, Abs, go. Thank you, Pierre Martin.
Hey, Pierre, welcome.
You cannot judge Montreal goalie when they are 35, 40 shot at the game night after night. Look like Fortune. I disagree with you, look. Because you don't judge a goalie with shot. You judge the goalie where his position, his how he square, how he stands in the crease, or he go out of the crease and everything like that. Like example, the goal against Shane Pinto. One Jake Evans completely forget him in front of the net, everything like that, right? But what happening at that moment? He should get out. It was Montembeault, I apologize. So Montembeault dropped down on that puck, on that play over there. He had no reason to go down. He should have to put him bigger. You have an expression, hockey as a goalie, put yourself bigger. So when you get bigger, you have the forward don't see the hole. Now we have to give credit for Pinto. It was an amazing, great shot. But the problem of those goaltenders, I don't think so, is the shot, is the way they track the puck, the position on the net, and the T-push, and I can go all the way like this. And the confidence is another way. So that's the problem about this for me. They are not ready to be in NHL, both of them, Montembeault and Primo. And they have to improve those kind of situations or the position I'm talking about. And they'll be fine after that. But it's a goaltender. It's a position where sometimes if you are just like skilled talent, okay, it takes 24, 25, 26. If you follow Max Strom career, you're going to see those kind of the players, goaltender, don't show up at 20 with a great career. They are rare. They are not. And all the recent players show up. They not show up at 20 in NHL. They show up at 24, 25, 23. And it's just a long process for each goaltender, Mr. ENORTAP, in my eyes.
Yeah, you're right. They need that development time for sure.
Renault, Senator score after only 38 seconds while leading 4-1 by halftime. Are you concerned about the ad missing playoff?
They're not going to make the playoffs, Renault. Not
I'm not
concerned.
concerned about the missing playoff allowed, Renault, for the next 3 years.
I'm more concerned
Question:
where they're going to
Is
get
it me
drafted.
or do the wing feel like they have been rebuilding for years? Do you see any parallel between winning the app along of the time for respectability of the NHL and NHL?
No, I think the reason why that feels that way is like when Eiserman went over, he's very astute. He looked at the situation. It takes time, and he has made some very good choices along the way. They've drafted well. They're developing their kids properly. And this year, for the first time, because usually Eiserman doesn't get overly involved with this, but this year he went out and picked up some great acquisitions in the offseason that I think will help Detroit out. So that was sort of a continuation from prior to his arrival with Detroit. Whereas in Montreal, I think it won't take as long, just because they already had some good draft picks in their system, um, and they've done a lot of good things so far this year, and they're well on their way. It'll take time, but they're well on their way. It won't take as long.
So Toronto lost tonight 4-2 against Detroit Red Wings. Not that.
Weren't they up 2-0?
I'm sorry.
Weren't they up 2-0?
Yep.
Oh,
Very no
who was
score
in
for
net?
them.
Who
So
was in net for the Leafs?
um, Samsonov
Hmm. Interesting.
gave 3 goals, and the last one was an empty net.
Yeah.
Now, if you look about the Toronto tonight, they didn't have no power over there. Nobody play over there for Toronto tonight.
Yeah.
So Renault don't think any same person thinks I would make a playoff. Absolutely right about this. Gonna make a leave players where don't share a shot call out. That will choke them around good, Danny. About this one over there. A little bit the back and the ice money, Danny. A question for TH, Mr. Natap. At least another on the spot, top 3 spot in the division. Do you think that another should trade Scott Manfield if they are only contender for a wall or any other spot? I would say.
With Mayfield, he's what, about 28, 29 now. No, I wouldn't trade him. I like their defensive core. You got Pellick and Pollock are going to be very strong. Dobson, of course, I'm expecting a great year from this year. Romanov, we should see a step forward, and I think Mayfield's solid as well. I think they have to worry about their forwards. They have to have a group of players that really step up and help Barzal. And again, I'm thinking of guys like Anders Lee and Brock Nelson, Beauvillier, uh, you know, Jean Gabriel Pajot has done very little with them ever since he signed that contract. Um, they need these kind of guys to really step up, and hopefully Wallstrom will have the kind of year that people have been predicting for him to have. If they can put those pieces together, they're going to be a very strong team. They're going to have a shot to make the playoffs.
They still have they said they have a great defenseman. You have to be careful when you trade that way because Thompson is only 22, Romanov is only 22, Salo is only
Yeah,
23. And my point to you is not like they are bad. My point, they are still not. It's not like a old
they're
veteran
young.
defenseman over there, right? My second thing I would said I would trade Scott Manfield at the trade deadline. I think he can get a second round pick in return during that time. I think he's only 29. He's a $1.4 million become UF free. I would trade him if I was the Islanders. At the end, I'll open up the door for Salo to become a regular with them, and then add another guy like Jordan Ben after that, or whatever. At 6, 7 defensemen, what you need at that point. They have Ao right now, but that would be my request. And they have still a Kali Odelius, another young prospect for them. So I would trade him at the age, not right now, but at the trade deadline if they are not on the race at some point. But I will not bring him about that next year. Coach, you see Aber like I see Aber. Thanks so much, Pierre Martin. You just said, Coach, no defense. You just said it, Coach, no defense.
For who?
Goalie does play in vacuum. Also, coach the team in front of them account for a lot. Okay. He talk about the. You just said it, coach. No defense. Yeah, but again, like if you cannot stop 30 shots per game, you have a problem. How do you think many shots he got Vasilevsky and Sorokin and all the goalie in the NHL? Right? I understand you repeat. Jake Allen got 35 shots, but Primo is at the same level like Jake Allen? He's not, because he's not goal the same way. He don't have all the details of the game right now. Why Allen perform better at Caden Primo? Because Primo is not the same level it is. That's the reason. My point, my point to reply to you, look, is that you're not going to. It's like Matthew Barzal. You have 3 goals. You have 15 goals. Well, because he played with the system of Barry Trotz. But it's not because he played with the system of Barry Trotz. It's because he did not perform at the level he should be performing at this one with there for any reason it is. Same thing with the goalies. Like Primo does not perform right now because he's not ready to play in NHL, not because he get 35 shots. It's not the data analytic. It's not the point by Primo or Montembeault. That's just not there yet. Just because the development is not still there. I think the Montreal realized at 25 years old, Mr. Nata, with Montembeault, nothing changed. He made the same kind of mistake he did all year long last season. I think they think right now it's maybe time to go to a little bit more backup number 2 with more experience in NHL to be sure if something happened to Jake Allen, they don't touching Primo, and that will give a better chance for the veteran or the player, because that's just normal. It's just a mindset, right? When you see, tonight Montembeault start, the first feeling is what? Right? So yeah. I believe that's where they are at that moment. I could be wrong here. Again, I'm just talking about what I'm thinking. Marco, do you think the Predators will move Askarov? They have Saros for upcoming years. Some like they want to compete now.
Yeah, I like Askarov a lot. If they moved him, I'd like to be in that conversation for sure.
Not at all.
But I don't think they will, though.
Not at all. Not at all.
He also hasn't, as much as he had a lot of hype, he hasn't quite developed yet to the point that they've expected he would be at. So they might need some more time to sort of, refine him a little bit more and give him the time to sort of develop. Especially
that question go exactly what Dustin Wolf for the Calgary Flame. Like a couple of days ago, we talked about the Flame, but that's the same point right here. What do you do with him? Do you keep him? Do you trade him? Or you keep Vladar?
Yeah,
it makes sense. And the Nashville Predator, they don't have no backup. We have some very good players, Randy. Why not to try a trade for Corey Hart? What do you think?
Montreal,
you can trade Joseph. That would cost you minimum Caden Coley.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You know what I mean? Like, you can trade Jan Mezak, but no, that would cost you at minimum Philippe Mazar plus a first round pick. That's, you know what I mean? Think about this, Joseph. Like, go back in 2007, and Montreal said, people knocked the door. He said, we want to get Carey Price. And I said, Carey, Corey Hart is like Carey Price, but the people thinking his talent is the same kind of level hockey player, and that would cost you a lot of money in return. So that's the reason I would believe about this one. What does it cost to the AB to accurate pay O Joseph from the Pains? Nothing is on the waiver, Renaud. He played, by the way, today.
Free. Did he?
Yeah, he played against the Buffalo. Petrie looking good, by the way, over there. Same kind of, but really easy to recognize. Leave roster tonight was all throughout. Wing was full team almost William. Here we go. Yeah, absolutely about this one over there. And then the leash about this. I just try to see we have we have Joe down neat defense. Something look good tonight for Marco. Question for Renaud, Mr. ENORTAP. Will Shane Pinto score 50 or more this year? Does he get signed long term at big money?
Well, of course they want to keep him, and he's part of their future talks. But he's not going to put in 50 goals this year.
Not at all.
No,
not at all. And he's going to start at 50 goal, and
but he's a bright ass prospect for them.
And we have another subscriber, Mr. ENORTAP. We're growing, Mr. ENORTAP.
One by one.
Pinto is a 21. Is his last year of his contract at ELC, so he become IFA, but with no negotiation is a 10.2C. So why? Because he was injured and he don't have enough game to get that kind of full capacity of the RFA, Mr. ENORTAP. That's the reason. So he's limited about the negotiation. You know what I mean? Like, don't expect him to sign a contract like $7, $8, $10 million, something like that yet. It's going to be a bridge contract, a couple of years, and I don't expect score 50 goals because his number is a center number 3, Mr. ENORTAP. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, he said 50 points, Mr. ENORTAP.
Oh, 50 points.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
50. Yeah, he could come close.
It's all about injuries, health.
Injuries and where exactly did they play him? Did they play him on the third line?
Yeah. Third line. Teresa, go to the Islanders maybe. The key, of course, I would give you another example is TOI. TOI is about can he play on power play? Not. He play right now on the power play. But can he stay all year long?
Yeah, healthy. If he could stay healthy too.
Renaud, ask Drouin, Monahan, Hoffman, Armia, and the opening lineup. No.
Not all of them, no.
No, Renaud. Honestly, I can see Manfield fetching a first. Personally, I would not give up a first for him, but we all know NHL go crazy over the bottom, 6 forward, bottom pair defenseman. Yeah, absolutely about this DH. A second round, I think, will be the best he can get in return. So get one of there. That'll be the guest one over there. The Montreal, no defense. Yes. ENORTAP, Montreal, no defense. Yes, we know this. They have no defense for sure. At that moment.
I would clarify that. They don't have a well-developed defense yet. But the nucleus is there for a very good defense for many years to come.
You think that Bob would be better than Monty right now, coach?
Bobrovsky?
I think he talked about Bob Bobrovsky. I would say yes, Luc Lafortune.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know, put Vasilevsky at 35 shots, 40 shots per night. Do you think he will be better to Montembeault? Of course he will. Like, it's not, my point to you, Luc, it's not about the number of the shot. It's about how the goalie is. That's my point here. That you cannot evaluate a goaltender by the number of the shot he got. It's just not the way you, for me, how you qualify a goaltender. talk about here the trade return the fantasy hockey. Try to see we have other things and the chat, Mr. ENORTAP. McDavid is flying again the Kraken tonight, Mr. ENORTAP.
No surprise there.
Look like we don't have no question. They just talk each other. I just try. It's hard to follow when the people talk that way, so it's not like, you know. That's what we got so far, Mr. ENORTAP. So we just reached the bottom of the bottom, Mr. ENORTAP. So a couple of news around the league. A lot of players got out. Brett Lambert left. He was returned for the Winnipeg Jet. That's another name. We can see now the roster is kind of starting to be more. Honestly, for the upcoming year, we're going to have more players on the waiver every day at 2:00 p.m. That's the deadline to put the name on the waiver, and then you have 24 hours to claim it. Is at 2:00 p.m. And we provide those kind of information. Will be interesting about this. So let's talk, Mr. ENORTAP, a little bit about the Montreal Canadiens. Now we have one more game to go. They start tomorrow. They play in New Brunswick somewhere, somehow. And what your expectation now from today until their roster complete Monday? And what do you expect? What kind of move or what do you believe will happen?
Well, I still believe we're going to probably have all three of the rookie defensemen up here, at least to start off the year until Edmondson comes back. And it looks like it might be a longer stay than we anticipated. We talked about Byron landing on the IR. For me, it'll be interesting who they put on that first line with Suzuki and Caulfield, whether they'll go with Anderson or they might put somebody else that complements them a little bit more. I don't think they would put Slafkovsky there. I think they'd be better serviced if he does stay with the team, and I anticipate he will, especially based on the last couple games, and they're going to use tomorrow as a gauge as well, that he will start with the team and that he'll probably be on that third line is my guess. I think they want to keep the second line pretty much a veteran group. So that's actually very good. They play well together. Goaltending, we are what we are, and you know what, we've been talking about goaltenders and picking up a goaltender. We have to keep in mind also we're in a very delicate situation in the sense that we're not going to be making the playoffs, and you want to continue this rebuilding process and development. You want to do it as properly as possible, and that means that they need to get another high pick this year. And I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that you tank on purpose. That's not that's not what I'm hinting at. But what I'm saying is your worst enemy when you're trying to rebuild is a good goalie that comes along and starts making you very, very, very competitive every single night. Because that could mean picking the difference between picking 5th or 6th overall versus 10th or 11th. And even though it's a deep year, you don't want that to happen. You want somebody that's reliable, that'll come in, give you a lot of time, is able to pick up a lot of games for you, so that Jake Allen doesn't have to overextend himself, because he's not built for that anymore, to play 60 or more games. And you got to give Primo a full year down in Laval so that his confidence is built, like it continues to be properly developed and like it was in the playoffs last year, and then hopefully he'll be ready for the team either the next year or the year after. But we'll see where that goes with his development.
What is Montreal weakest point, and how they can address it?
There's it's not so hard to answer because there's so many holes right now with this team. I like I said, I think they're doing the right things. This new regime that came in, started to do that, and they still have to. They have to clear out some of these hefty contracts that they have, whether it's at trade deadline or in the off season. Defensively, they need obviously a puck carrying, a number one or two. A right-handed defenseman would be preferable. And I think you have enough in your system, and especially if you pick well this year and have a high pick, you'll be fine. It just takes time, and we need to be patient.
Yeah, absolutely about this. We want to welcome Melissa, and Buck is back again, and RJ Calabro. Welcome aboard, RJ.
Hey, RJ.
Awesome to have everybody in the house. Question for the H: what projection goal assist point do you guys think that Dak will get this year?
I think he's capable of getting about 45 points.
Oof. Over 40 point?
Yeah.
45 point?
I think 45, around there.
I go under.
Under 45 or under 40?
Under 40.
I don't think so.
High school game winner, Mr. Notap, 28-6. I'm sorry again?
I think we'll be surprised. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Doc, and I think we'll be surprised. It's how they utilize him that will make the difference in terms of how many.
My only concern is about where he fit on the lineup.
Well, that's the point. It's how they utilize him.
You know what I mean? Like, Zuski's there, they were rack, Montreal is going to be in front of him.
Well, they could put one of them on one of the centermen on the wings, right? That's also a possibility.
The only one, it could be him. It could be him.
Or Evans, but Evans is on your fourth line, so that doesn't really count. Yeah, it probably would be him, yeah.
My point is not going to be on the top. Like, he's not going to be a top 6 right now. Now, the good thing, he play on the power play, so that's helping him over there. But if you think about 45 points, Mr. Top, that gave him a minimum 15 goal and 30 assists.
I think it's doable, Coach.
I'm not saying he cannot make it. I just said, for me, it's just the utilization of Montreal right now. I'm not sure it will fit. Now, you have injury to Devarak, they trade someone. Everything could change after that.
Yeah.
Who do you think will have a bounce back season for the app? Drouin, Hoffman, Gallagher, or Devarak?
Gallagher, of those.
And
Dvorak a close second.
Yes. Yep.
Dvorak is a close second.
Yep. Melissa, how many goals will Nathan McKinnon have this year, Mr. Notap?
How many goals? He's going to have to step up a bit. What did he end up with last year? He had...
well, you get an answer earlier.
No, I know.
You said over 36.5. 36.5.
Yeah, that's...
I believe he had 32 goals last season, but he didn't play all the game.
Right. So I think 42 is in the cards.
42?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He had 32 goals last year and 65 games on the top. I got it again.
Right.
He had one time he reached 41 goals, Mr. Notap.
I know.
39 and 2017-18. For the last 3 seasons, 35, 20, and 32.
New contract.
The last 3 years, Mr. Notap, he never played full year. That's the problem you get. That's the reason I go under, because he never plays 70 games.
I think he can hit 40. I think he has to hit 40.
Well, if you go with the number of the game, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we got. Jose Duarte is in the house.
Hey, Jose.
Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. I can see 40 for Nate. It was glad Sutherland got a one goal. KLS, the Detroit Red Wings, thanks KLS to come back in the house tonight. That'd be good. McKinnon between 30 and 40 for Luc Lafortune. That's for me the same thing I'm thinking, Luc, about McKinnon about over there. That would be something I'm thinking for that team for sure.
It's a big range, Luke. Narrow it down a little bit more.
What will be your sixth defenseman starter for the Montreal Canadiens, Mr. ENORTAP?
I still think they'll pair up one veteran with one rookie, and we're gonna see Matheson with Gooley. We're gonna see Jack maybe with. They had Savard with who they have in the preseason. They had Savard with Gooley, I believe, right? Yeah, I think that'll be the one. Then Matheson with maybe Harris and Jack with
Whiteman.
Who am I missing? Whiteman, yeah.
So Barron, Ritton, Laval.
I think so, unfortunately.
What do you do with Schoenemann and Leskinen?
I think you're Leskinen. I don't see him making it. I don't see Bowie making it. I think Schoenemann's your seventh defenseman that'll be brought in from time to time.
I think Leskinen play better to Schoenemann me.
Very little to pick between the two. I didn't see a great game out of either one. I'll be honest with you.
Well, Leskinen carry on the puck
at least
more.
Not
His
yet.
transition is so much better to Schoenemann.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So
but he's got the more experience, I think, the Schoenemann.
Yeah, but again, Schoenemann was he was so bad. Like he was so bad.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of cough ups.
That's the reason I believe Barron, they should make they should draft a players on the waiver.
A defenseman, you mean?
Yeah, they have to go that direction. They cannot say like SLATER Coco yesterday. They should take him. Like he's so much better to Schoenemann. Like it's not compared. And
well, I'm still holding out hope that maybe Velarde might be available.
Who?
That would be a nice pick. Velarde. I think that would be a great pickup for Montreal.
Yeah,
right?
That would be the one over there. They let go Lias and Anderson yesterday. But again, another defenseman, I think Michael Stone are the RFD, right defenseman for Calgary Flame. They should take him.
Yeah.
For that one over there for sure.
Stone.
Madison is way better than Schoenemann. Yeah. I think Madison have a great game when he play. Since the beginning of the playoff, the exhibition game, I think will be he's going to play over there.
He's been solid.
Yeah, definitely he's doing well over there. So next week we're going to have a very good, important week. Hockey is really back. Nashville Predators already start. And next week's all about the prediction. I'm going to have its fun show. We are now back with a normal scheduled warm-up show for the year. And we have a couple of shows talking about fun players. Sherman, Real, the pressure now, Young Gun coming up. Sherman, feel the pressure. Yes, you're absolutely right about this. Look, and he's not the only one. I think Norlander is the one get out about this one over there. And I don't think so is a bad way with Barron. When I was said that, you missed on tap is it's going to be a carousel. So whatever Arbor start and whatever Sarkozy start and whatever Arbor start, one of them go at Laval, but maybe for 4 game, 5 game, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then whoop, another plus coming up. That's what I feel there's going to be like this, Mr. Natap, all year long.
Yeah, I wouldn't discount that.
I think so. And then Slavkovsky is going to be a
Yeah.
project of like 9 game exactly, or whatever your number the game. You're going to see what they look like, and if you can fit at the bottom 6 like at the third winger, I think they will keep him until maybe the it's too much players on the lineup on the roster. They have to fix something else.
Mm-hmm. And with Barron, it's not a. I agree, it's not a bad thing. Him going down, I think to a certain degree he put a lot of pressure on himself because going into the camp he was probably slated to be almost a shoo-in to make the team, uh, especially since he has good skating ability and can direct the power play. And he put a little bit of too much pressure on his shoulders, and he saw that the other players, the young players, came out to fight for a position, and he wasn't able to handle it, at least not mentally. So going down can only help his confidence, and I think we'll see him coming up very soon.
Yeah, absolutely about this Bay Area. Welcome aboard, ES Sport. The Kraken take the lead 2-1 at the end of the second period over the Edmonton. Bernie scored his fourth goal of the exhibition game. Mr. Natap. Sprong is second. Tyson Barry is second. Jet 4, Calgary 2 at the end of the second period. Vancouver 2, Arizona 0 at the beginning of the first period. The Predator beat the Sharks 4-1. The Pittsburgh 7-1. And the Detroit 4-2 over Toronto. That's all the update we have for you, Mr. Bay Area ET Sport. What happening to Sami Nico? Sami Nico is play and return in Europe, play over there in the Sweden
Overseas,
League,
yeah.
Finland League. Joseph, not sold on Baron yet. No physical precision yet. Yes, no one. He's only 20 years old. Something is going to develop better, but he's maybe, for me, if you look about all the defensemen they have, he's the best defenseman quarterback for that team. So when I consider again Arias, Jacky, and Coley, Justin Barron is the best defenseman as the quarterback. The Flames are getting smoked tonight. 4-2. Yep. Dubois, Eller, Dubois. And then we have Kyle Connor. Look like Winnipeg is full team tonight. I don't know if the Calgary they are.
Coach, quick question for you. Kyle Connor, this year, 50 goals, over, under, exact?
Under.
I think he might hit 50.
Under. The good thing about Kyle, the good thing about Kyle Connor, how do you qualify? You have 2 ways to qualify a goal line when you predict with return on that. You have to look about his percentage of shooting, Mr. Natap. That's really, really important to check that. So,
which example, is very good.
Is a 14%, 10%, 20%. You look at his the graphic of the data about that is a really a good one over there. Then the second thing is the shooting area. So I'll give you an example. Austin Matthews scored 60 last year?
60.
Goal, right, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He jumped over 136 shots. So he was an average example 246 the year before, and he's increasing at 347 shots, I believe, in 1 year. And percentage shooting, it dropped for about 1%. It was lower for him, but he scored more goals. So what you don't want is a case like Philippe Cassel, scored 8 goals, and he was his lowest save percentage, shooting goal per year. So Cassel, it was one of the drop the most in NHL. That's the reason he scored only 8 goals. So when you qualify or you try to do some prediction, you always look about this. Kyle Connor is a top 10 with the same kind of 14, 15, 15.7, 14.49, 14.7, and he can go that way. He's really at that level all the time. 15.1 is another one. So he scored about 44 goals for me. I feel like he's going to be between 44 to 48, but I don't see the number 50 for him yet.
No, I just
Uh,
like the line he's on. It's the perfect situation for him. He's on the first line with Scheifele and the Ellers, and both those guys like to set up. So I could see I can see a 50-goal season for him.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this for sure. Joseph, have an amazing, great night. Thanks again to be with us tonight. So, those kind of predictions we have going to talk about this next week. I have a big week next week. I have a lot of guests coming. We talk about the wall. We talk about the flank, the wall. We're going to talk about the Ottawa. We're going to talk about the Flowers, the Devils, and then the group of the panelists. We are the regular one are coming back, and Michael Dividend is coming back with us. And we're going to have a new shows coming very soon. So this is going to get better and better. And of course, I put the email earlier here, Mr. ENORTAP, is to remind everybody the warm-up shows coming back next week at full time. And this is the email you have to send to us to give us your prediction. And we're going to make a contest for the year. And we don't know yet how we're going to fill this inside the week because we have a big one. And it's possibility is going to be on the Google Doc. Or we're going to make you the warm-up show one night. We're going to give you all those questions, and you have to send it to us by email. And you don't have to. It would be very easy to do it anyway. But I think Mr. ENORTAP was really fired up when I explained the contest this morning. It took him. He was early. He was. He didn't understand at the beginning. That's normal that he don't understand my English. And then after that, you realize, I think I can win it. I say, yes, of course you can win it, Mr. ENORTAP. But if I participate, I'll maybe finish second. But that's a subject for another time, Mr. ENORTAP.
Your English is perfect, Coach. Don't worry
Yeah, absolutely. Nicolas de Gobi-Bono back in the house with Buck the Monkey. Welcome back, Buck the Monkey. The Blackhawks acquire Jason Dickinson at the 2024 and the second for Riley Stillman. Wow. So the Canucks, Vancouver Canucks trade to the Chicago Jason Dickinson and a 2024 second round pick for Riley Stillman. Stillman, I believe, is a defenseman. And he was involved with a trade from Chicago with the Panthers a couple of years ago, Mr. ENORTAP, if I can recall it. Again, is it not the brother of the Corey? Or the son of Corey?
I think
so. It's the left shoulder over there. That surprised me. They gave him a lot for him. Left shoulder. Wow.
Seems a bit steep, yeah.
That surprised me. Albert played 82 games if he's not injured. Panthers legend by the monkey. Here we go. Coach, me understand you. And I'm glad very much. Thanks so much, Pierre. Appreciate that. They are dumping Dickinson. You're absolutely right about this. That's a great point. We know Jason Dickinson was a part of the trade with the Vancouver Canucks. To not let him go to on the expansion draft, Mr. ENORTAP. I think it was is it possible it was a second round pick?
You might be right, yeah. I think so. Let me see.
No, I was wrong. Third round pick, Mr. ENORTAP.
Oh, third.
Yeah,
but it was
2021, and that draft become Ayrton Martino, Mr. ENORTAP.
Okay.
So, it would be interesting to see that for this. Non, moi, je comprends ton franglish, Luc. Merci beaucoup, mon Luc. Ben d'accord avec toi. John Benning, Moment, Pocket Monkey, absolutely right about this. Pocket Monkey, I believe, was a third round pick. Yes, it was. That's concluded, Mr. ENORTAP. Anything you want to add before we go to Frenchy quiz?
No, that sounds good, Coach. I think we covered quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good so far. Not many people tonight, but it's all right. I don't know. Maybe Friday. Who knows?
Who do we?
What?
No, I know it's Friday. Everybody's out.
I don't know. I cannot give you the best answer today, Mr. Notap. The good thing about this, you're still with me. It's just like I did not put number one over there. I'm going to bring you back like the magician I do all the time about this one. You take the lead, Mr. Notap. 12.5 over Vinny. And remember the last game we played, ENORTAP went alone, beat everybody else at 2 points. So you still take the lead tonight, Mr. Notap. And I think you could take advantage. Il y a not many people tonight, so it will be interesting what will happen. Le quiz, les fidèles sont là, coach. Merci beaucoup, mon Luc. Vrai gentil de ta part. The good news, Mr. Notap, those questions are there for the last couple of days. So that's a good thing about this. Here we go. First question tonight, Mr. Notap. What the difference of the hit between the one did the most and the second and the category the hit last season? 19, 23, 27, 31, 47. So my question to you is the one finished first for the most hit. He was 200. The number two example, it was 181. The different example is 19. So that's what I'm talking about. What is the difference between the most hit difference between the number one finished first in NHL and the number two finished second in NHL? So far, you understand?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Coming. Come one mess. Nicolas D. We have déjà le quiz, mon Nicolas. Oui, on est de bonne heure à soir. RGC, Run with Kings B, Jose A, Vinny B, and Randy E. Look like we have all the letters, Mr. ENORTAP tonight. Here we go. So, what we have here, look like for instance, set A, and here we go, Mr. ENORTAP.
Oh my God!
I'm going to go with D, 31.
31. Mr. Pierre Martin said C, by the way, Mr. ENORTAP. By the monkey, go with C with 27, Mr. ENORTAP. That's conclude, everybody.
Oh my God!
What will be your second selection, Mr. ENORTAP?
Probably C.
You should stay with D because it was D, the answer 31. Yeah. And that's a good answer. We have Nicolas de Bonigano and ENORTAP. The only two have a good question, two good answer of that first question of the night. Question number two, Mr. ENORTAP. Since 2000, how many different players have over 60 points and more for the Islanders in the one season? 3 of them, 6 of them, 9 of them, 12 of them, or 13 of them. 60 points. Let's see, we have a verification. We have to call DUARTE. Real deal is right, Mr. ENORTAP. You have 1 point. So I just want to verify with you about this. There we go. A, B, C, D, and E. Nobody give me an answer. There we go. First one, Jose Duarte said B. Thank you. KLS said C. Ron with King said A. Randy said A. We have Park the Monkey said B. Vinny said 007 said B. RGE, look for some D. Nicolas said C. Here we go. Mr. ENORTAP, you feel like everybody did the answer so far?
Oh my God!
Pierre Martin said C. Thanks so much, Pierre Martin.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted myself to go with C, but you know what? I'm going to gamble with B.
Which one?
6.
6
B,
of them.
6.
If it was not right, what it would be your second answer, Mr. ENORTAP?
I was thinking about C, 9.
Oh my God!
A.
Hey,
wow.
Only 3 players did it, Mr. ENORTAP, since 2000. And we have right now a tie game because Ron 20 and Randy Walkman join the game. And now we have 5 players with 1 good answer and 2. So no perfect point tonight for everybody. Unfortunately for everybody. I apologize,
No
but
bonus.
you can do it because of ENORTAP fault. So ENORTAP, how many different wall players have 100 goal and more in their franchise? 7 of them, under, over, or exact?
100 goals and more in their franchise.
C'est la 3e question, mon Nicolas. Look, he said this is wrong. Here we go. Randy said A. Oh, wait a minute. Ron said A, first of all. RG said A. Randy said A. Real Deal said A. Jose said D. I said C. Nicolas said C. Look, that person said C. Thanks so much. Caleb said B. Pierre Martin said B. And now, Mr. Nata, will be your turn.
I got a sneaky suspicion you went with exact. I'm going to go exact.
What it would be your second option? Vinny said C.
You got to stop that.
Joe Malley. Welcome aboard, Joe Malley. Said B.
Oh my God!
And so, Mr. Notap, it's 8 with B over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting interesting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players with 1 good answer so far. We have Pierre Martin. Now he got it. We have KLS got it. We have Joe Malley got it. All great answer on that one, Mr. ENORTAP. Congratulations on that one. And that's what we had. Everybody can win, Mr. ENORTAP. That's the beauty of what we had tonight. Question number 4, 2 to go.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Question 4. From this list, which player has the most points in the Wild franchise, Mr. ENORTAP? Kirill Kaprizov, Wes Walsh, Brent Burns, Kevin Fiala, and Jonas Brandon. Again, this is only from this list. It's not set in the overall because it was Cuivo. So here we go. Look, is 0 and 3. You're absolutely right. Look, I make always a record for yourself all the time. I want to be sure I can get you out with a right around. Nicolas said D. Kevin Fiala. AG D. Caleb's D. Kevin Fiala. We have Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thanks to be with us. Jose Duarte and Randy Walkman with A. Kaprizov. Ron with E. We have Luc Lafortune and Vinny with D. Real Deal, he said A. He said, I'm due to get that one over there. Here we go. But during that time, Mr. ENORTAP, he think about this. He figure out. He said, you know what? I'm going to go with which one?
Jonas Broden. E.
E with Jonas Broden.
Oh my God!
The answer to that one, guys, is E. Mr. ENORTAP, you nail it on the nail on that one. You're not the only one because now Ron with Kings and you take the lead. So both of you, honestly, you can maybe not win because one of you could be win. So it will be interesting, but some other can join you if you and Ron all round.
Oh my God!
So, it's a lot of explanation, but we'll see what happens about this one, Mr. ENORTAP. Question number 5. I say, you know what? Let's stay with them. How many times in the NHL they have 1,000 different players play one game in the same season? So how many times in one season we got over 1,000 players play? 0, 1 season, 2 season, 3 season, 4 season. We don't have 3 seasons. I delete that one. I said that's not a good answer. And then I said 4 season or 5 season. So the question is, how many times one season we have 1,000 front player play a minimum of 1 game. The player did not play 0 game, like a backup goalie does not count.
Oh, goalie, backup goalie doesn't count. Who knows?
Luke is out for. Thank you, Luke. You are really on your average evening. Nicolas go with 5. Thank you. Ron with B. Randy with E. Joe Mali go with B. We have RJ with A 0. We have an extremist, Mr. Notap. O 0 or 5. We have Jose with 5 and Vinny with A. Kill out now go with 4. Pierre Martin with B. Real go with B for the win. And then we have Luc Lafortune with the B with the win. He said, of course. Mr. Notap, what would be your answer that one over there?
Oh my God!
It's hard. I have absolutely zero idea here.
Take the 20 penny, the 20 cents, and flip over and put this on your.
No, I'll take the safe bet here. I'll go with B.
Which one?
B.
B on that one. Randy Walkman go with B, of course, with Luc Lafortune.
Oh my God!
But the good answer, ladies and gentlemen, it was not A, it was not E, it was B. And the answer is 1 season. ENORTAP, you win tonight, but you're not alone. You are with Ron with Kings, all the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the contest tonight. Both of them get only 2 points. You get 2 points, guys. Right?
Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it.
Not bad, because it's 3 points. Not at all. We apologize. It's only 1 point, Mr. Notap, about this one there. It's 1 point if you 2 or less. It's 2 points if you're alone. 1 point for 2 and 3 more, you get 0.5. If you have perfect 2 game, 5 and 5, you get 5. You get 3 points, Mr. Notap. Congratulations for the winner, Mr. Notap. And of course, Run with Kings tonight. You are the winner of the Hockey National Show Frenchy Quiz. And that's concluded, Mr. Notap. This is the weekend. We'll be back tomorrow night with the description of the game, play-by-play with the Montreal Canadiens for the last time against Ottawa Senator. And then we're going to go back with HNLT Tonight Show Sunday night with Mr. Dan Wallace for the Minnesota Wild. And then we thanks everybody be a part of the show tonight. Rudolph, 0-1, unfortunately for you. But look, he finished with 1-5, Mr. Notap. It's not a bad year, a bad night for him, honestly. And Mr. Notap, you show exactly who you are. You are the man. You accomplished great things on Frenchy Quiz.
You are amazing.
Because you are the one.
You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Here we go. You have greatness inside of you. Of course, you have Mr. Notap. It was great to having you aboard tonight for another great show. I think we did a lot of things about this. We answered all the questions we got there, of course. And I can wait to see you the next time. Will be next week. Until the next time, we want to wish everybody an amazing, great weekend. Have an amazing, great fun. Watch hockey, because hockey is back. And definitely Montreal Canadiens tomorrow night. And some football, some baseball. It's really big weekend, Mr. Notap. Everything is back. The NBA is back. And if you like bowling, maybe watching Alan Vaillancourt. He's going to be on the channel 38. Until the next time, Mr. Notap, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate your second half of what?
Your 2022.
He did it again, Mr. Notap. Had an amazing, great weekend.
Happy
Thanks again for your participation
to all our
tonight.
Canadians.
Awesome.
Happy
Have a good night.
Thanksgiving. Good night.
Thanks so much, RJ. The deal, the RVP. Back the Monkey, Pierre Martin. Thanks so much, Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Thank you, all the moderators we have tonight. Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Thanks so much. Luc Lafortune. Randy Walkman. Email me back if you can. That'd be great. We have Vinny James 007, Jose Duarte, another Moderator. Joe Malley at the end show up. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Renault was another one participate tonight. We have earlier Marco Larabi. It was there. DANY, Roger, another one play around during the night with the Hockey News Tonight show. And we thank every one of you to be a part. Michael Divino joined us a bit earlier, by the way. Marco is back at home. We miss Michael. Of course, RG. KLS, that's another one. Good luck. Have a great weekend for KLS. We appreciate that again to be with us tonight. We're getting there, RJ. We're getting there. 56 coming very soon.